Hi, hon. Why are you coming home so late?
I was out in the field.
Oh, you were? Well, would you like some good old soup?
Yeah, I suppose.
Here you go. Let me get the spoon. So, what were you planting?
I was plowing.
Do you like the soup?
Yeah, it's real good, honey. Real good.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah. Can I get some cider?
Sure. So, do you know where Mary Warren's at?
No, I hadn't seen her all day. Last time I saw her was early light this morning.
Oh, okay. You haven't been seeing that Abigail girl, have you?
Oh, it's been 7 months. You should quit asking me questions, though. Don't think you trust me anymore.
I wonder why.
You too, honey. Where have you been?
I've been sick. Pray for me.
I asked where you been.
I've been in the proceedings.
Is it true 14 be accused?
39 now.
39? Do we know then?
Goody Osborne.
Goody Osborne?
Oh, okay.
I made this for you while I was in court.
You. It's so pretty.
It'd be about your bedtime. Go off to bed.
I do what I want.
Then stay up.
I wish to go to bed.
Then go to bed. Wow.
I believe Abigail will be out to get me, John.
Don't worry yourself, Elizabeth. Abigail knows that there's nothing between us. And that's that. You better believe it.
I'm just afraid of that wench.
You ain't need to be worried about that wench anymore.
Well, I'm either your wife or not.
You are my wife. Oh, good day, Mr. Hale. What's wrong how are you?
I hear you haven't been to church in a while.
No, I go to church all the time.
They say in the last 20 times you've been very few.
No, I go at least 3 Sundays a month.
And what about your kids?
Oh, one be baptized, and, well, I don't trust that Mr. Parris, I'll be quite honest with you. I don't trust him at all. And, I don't want him to baptize my children.
He is the preacher of Salem, though.
It matters not what he be. He won't baptize my children.
What about your commandments? Can you say them all?
I can say them all. I can say them, every one of them. You can't worship anyone else. No false idols. Yeah, you shouldn't say the Lord's name in vain. Remember the Sabbath, and honor the father and the mother, and you shouldn't kill, and no, you shouldn't steal, and you shouldn't bear false witness, and you shouldn't covet. I think that's 10. It's 10.
That's
What about adultery, John? I mean, look at this, Hosea.
Oh,
Hosea is open.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. I'm sorry. Oh, Cheever, how are you today, sir?
Good, proctor. But I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. Oh, and get me getting more warrants and execute the first 3 that can spell communism.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, you're Elizabeth.
No, my Elizabeth is just fine. What's...
Your Elizabeth has been accused of witchcraft, sir.
There be no witch in my house.
That is yet to be seen.
Elizabeth, you're innocent, right? There's no witch in my house.
What's witchcraft?
You tell him now. Tell him now. No witchcraft, right?
No witchcraft. No witchcraft.
We heard testimony from a member of our court earlier this day.
What'd they say?
A Miss Abigail Williams mentioned your name.
You were right. Trust me, though, there's nothing between me and Abigail. All I do is plow her.
You wouldn't happen to have any puppets within this house, would you?
Oh, no, sir, we don't keep puppets.
I haven't had a puppet since I was a little girl.
So there are no puppets whatsoever to be spoken of in this household.
Not that I can believe.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Sir, there's one right there.
Oh,
Oh,
this is the one Mary Warren gave us. This is Mary Warren's.
And
not-
are you sure that is the only one you had?
This is definitely the only one. And this is Mary Warren's, not ours.
That is how it come to you?
This is how it come to me.
Well, it's funny, because today, earlier in court, our Abigail found a needle inside her, and she writhed pain upon the floor. This one wouldn't happen to have anything in it.
Absolutely not. It's just a puppet, can't you see?
A needle! Behold, what say you of this?
That must be Mary Warren's. That's not ours.
We'll summon her to me immediately.
She's in bed.
We'll bring her down.
I mustn't disturb her. Sir, just forgive it. This was not here by our terms.
Very well then, Eric. I'll need around 300 more warrants. So, is your Elizabeth coming with me, or isn't she?
She's not.
I'll shoot you.
Let's not be difficult
Elizabeth,
here.
you'll have to go with him. You'll have to.
Elizabeth's going nowhere.
Rebecca Ness and Mrs. Corey have already been detained. Don't make this any more difficult than it has to be, John.
Sir, she will not go.
John, she has to.
She mustn't.
Elizabeth.
She mustn't.
I'm sorry.
No, you won't
She'll be
rope
leaving
her.
the court.
You won't
John.
rope her. My wife won't go in.